Muffin. I'm here with my good buddy, Steve Cambell. How's it going today, Steve?
We're doing great.
We're here actually in Steve's beautiful home. He lives on the top floor of a penthouse suite here in Salt Lake City. I love coming up here. Great views. Steve's got some nice toys here in his house. In fact, last night I was here watching the Jazz game on his 160-inch high-definition screen TV.
The only way to watch a game.
It was amazing. So we've had a lot of good times here in your penthouse, right?
Yeah, we have.
So, Steve, I've known you for quite a long time, and wanted to talk to you a little bit today about some of your success in multi-level marketing, what you've done in the industry, how the industry's changed a little bit. But I know in my own experience, just for the viewers out there, I've got my little cheat sheet here for anybody seeing my piece of paper.
You can tell this is a very professional thing here.
Super professional. We're all about
very cash.
We're all about professional on this video today. But you know, I wanted, with the success that you've had in network marketing, I'm an internet entrepreneur. I've made good money in the things that I've done, but I come to your house, I see what you do. Every time I come here, you're getting up late in the morning, hanging out with friends, having a good time. You and your wife are taking trips all over the place. You just have a fantastic lifestyle, and I've known you for a long time. I've watched this happen, and I want to know how you do what you've done. And I think there's a lot of people out there that would be interested in knowing that also.
Okay.
So, in talking about that,
inheritance is a wonderful thing. No, okay.
Yeah, that's right. Well, can you just tell people real quick a little bit about your experience in the industry, how long you've been involved in network marketing and what you've done?
You bet. I obviously started off not realizing how big an industry this was. And just with the idea of being able to generate a little income on a part-time basis to keep things going, and it just snowballed out of control. And very fortunately, over the last almost 20 years, I can't even believe it's been 20 years, but over the last 20 years, I've been fortunate now to have earned millions of dollars in the industry. And so it's been, we've been really blessed. And it's created the lifestyle you've talked about. It's created the ability for us to travel all over the world and do the things we want when we want, to give our kids the kind of education that they want to have. But more importantly, to create that feeling of security that we really want to have in our daily lives. That's been a wonderful experience for us.
And one of the things I love about you, Steve, is, I'm just a normal guy. You're a high roller, and you're always super gracious, super humble, and the success that you've had definitely hasn't changed who you are as a person. And I think that's important in this industry also. What, in the industry and with some of the things that have changed, you've been in this industry for 18 years. What are some of the changes you've seen in marketing and compensation plans since you got involved?
Well, there's certainly a lot of different things to choose from out there, but probably the biggest thing from when I got involved in the industry, back 1990, just to kind of give you an idea, is that back in those days it was more of a warm market. It was more family and friends and people you needed to talk to share the business opportunity with them. Today we live in a totally different time. We're in the information age, we're in the technology age. And what I found is that people nowadays aren't as excited to go to family and friends about some kind of a business opportunity as they are to be able to talk to people about a new business that a lot of people can do just in the comfort of their home.
Well, and do you find that today with the internet, is that changing things for people that are building a multi-level marketing business?
Oh, it's totally changing them. I always felt like I was very fortunate to be able to do it the way I've done it in a belly-to-belly type business. But the internet gives you the ability to talk to literally thousands and thousands of people. And so really it's a tremendous advantage even over the ability that I've had. A lot of people say, well, Steve, it's because it's you. You've been very fortunate and been blessed with the skills to be able to do that. Well, the internet makes it a level playing field for everyone. It can take people that feel like, hey, just in their everyday life, they're just going through existing in their everyday life, and the internet totally changes that playing field and gives people an opportunity to do things that I couldn't even do with all the experience in the years I've had in this industry.
So, Steve, we just talked about the internet and how that's changing network marketing. Now, I've known you for a long time, and you're at the top of a huge network marketing company. When I talk to you and when I'm here at your house, I'm constantly seeing people hitting you up with other deals and new companies starting all the time, new multi-level marketing companies with some great product and some, compensation plan that's going to make everybody multi-millions of dollars.
Right.
With the company that you are leaving to right now, which is called Exfuze, what's so compelling about that company? Why are you leaving what you're doing, all the money you're making, all the success? Why are you jumping into a new company?
Well, it's a great question, and I've been 8 years full-time with that other company, so it's not like I jump around very much.
And 20 years in the industry.
20 years in the industry and lots of offers to do a lot of different things. When you see an opportunity like you have at Exfuze, it's something that comes along, it just makes sense to you, gut instinct. But let me just explain to you what's happened here where I live in Utah. I live right off what's called I-15, the I-15 corridor. And as I drive down the I-15 corridor, I see lots of other very, very highly successful network marketing companies that are involved in the juice industry, so to speak. And they've been very, very successful. And as I'm driving down the freeway and I see their huge factories and everything they've done, and billion-dollar sales of, this berry or that berry or this fruit or that fruit, when somebody approached me about Exfuze, which stands for extracts fused together, it was a very, very simple concept, and it just went right to my core. And the concept was, why not take the best of everybody that's out there today? Let's take this from this, and let's take this from this. And very similar to the very first multivitamin. I was looking at multivitamins, and I don't know how many people remember Flintstone vitamins. Flintstone vitamins came out in 1968. They became one of the best-selling vitamins in the whole country because the whole idea was to give these chewables to kids, And the adults started using them too. It became the best-selling vitamin in the United States. What was the concept there? The concept was, hey, let's take vitamin A and vitamin B and vitamin C and vitamin D and vitamin E, and let's put them into one vitamin. And presto, it went great. These guys had a very simple concept, and I love simple concepts. I love something that's simple to explain, and that's really simply, hey, this company has this berry, and this company has this berry, and this company has this fruit, and this company has that fruit. Gee, why not get together and make the world's first liquid multi-botanical drink? Let's put everything into one, and then let's see what happens in the marketplace. And so I'm sitting there and I'm going, gee, I wonder how come nobody else has thought of this. That is a great, great concept. So they took that concept, they came out with this incredible product called 7 Plus with Exfuze. And they took the 7 best products that were out there, combined it, and they call it 7 Plus because it has other ingredients in there too. Like it tastes very much like a grape drink, so it tastes really good, and it has aloe in it. It has all these other wonderful pomegranate, and they soak it in blue Concord grapes, so it tastes great.
Sounds good.
Yeah, no, so it tastes great. And so they just took this very simple concept, took this great tasting drink by putting everything together, and so now people don't need to go out and find multiple companies that go on to $1 billion in sales. It's all right here. And when I saw that, and it just hit me logically, how easy this story is to tell the people. Multivitamin, multi-botanical. I mean, it just seemed that simple to me. And I said, this is going to be another multi-billion-dollar industry right here. And that's why I made the switch. After 8 years, I said, this is a great opportunity. Great compensation plan, unbelievable compensation plan, great product. The product's amazing, tastes great, logical product, priced right in the marketplace. It's amazing, really, how this is well priced. And so that's how come we haven't even launched off the ground yet, and it's exploding.
So Steve, as I look at the multi-level marketing industry, a couple of things that I see, and I'm not involved, in the multi-level marketing industry. I haven't built this type of business in the past. And so 2 things that I see that seem to be important are, number one, I always hear people talking about how they've spent so much money, building these companies and how much the products cost and the cost in the business. And then number 2 is the timing to get involved. Tell me a little bit about those 2 things.
Well, we used to make a joke in the industry all the time that, you have to be garage qualified. How big's your garage for the amount of product you have? How much money, are you willing to spend, The great thing about this, and especially the kind of system that, we're talking about here, is that somebody can get involved in this business for $20. For crying out loud, $20. I mean, what is the downside? I mean, you spend $20, on different things all the time. There is no downside. The upside, though, is incredible. There's tremendous upside potential to getting involved using a system like this. If it doesn't work, what have you lost? If it does work, what have you gained?
So with Exfuze, you know, everyone in the industry, I'm not a multi-level marketer. I haven't been involved in the industry, but I keep hearing about, hey, my comp plan's better than your comp plan, and we pay more and we pay a higher percentage. What is it about the Exfuze compensation plan that's excited you?
Well, when I first got into the industry almost 20 years ago, there's 4 different kinds of comp plans, so to speak, that people could get paid on. You know, they get paid on what's called a unilevel program, or they get paid on a breakaway program, or they get paid on a binary or a matrix. And those are the basic comp plans that are out there. But over the last 20 years, things have really changed in the industry so that now there's hybrids being made of different comp plans. And it's a lot easier now for people to be able to get into the business and make money on a part-time basis. That really wasn't the case 20 years ago. And so, you know, they estimate that almost 92% of the people who do this business today do it on a part-time basis. Most people have real jobs, and they've got mortgages, and they've got bills, and they have things they need to pay. And so a lot of people do this business on a very part-time basis to try to create a safety net. You know, so that they have some extra income either for school or an extra car or education for their kids later on down the road, whatever it is. And what this kind of compensation plan does is it lets part-time people generate income in a way that I've never seen possible before in the business. Not everybody can be like me, the 8%, and do it full-time. Very few people have that luxury to be able to say, I'm going to go just hit this with everything I've got, because they've got those daily obligations that they just can't afford to mess up on. So to be able to have some kind of a system in place that lets people develop a part-time income from home is an amazing thing.
So to the mom sitting at home with her kids every day, you know, this is something that she can do. You would say,
I can't believe the success that people can have doing this on a part-time basis from home. Back in the days I did it, you know, you had to go to a hotel, you had to have people come all the way, drive 30 miles to the hotel, and you had to hope that people got there. To be able to do the business in the comfort of your home, which is something that I've been able to learn how to do living here in my home. I mean, Josh makes fun of me getting up late. I don't get up late.
You don't get up late.
And he says I'm a high roller. I know exactly what he means. I mean, I'm teasing. But he is talking about the lifestyle that can be created from working out of your home. And that is what's exciting about this opportunity and this kind of system.
So we got the part-time mom. We know the people that get involved in network marketing that make the big money, you know, big contact lists. They've had success before. Easy for them to jump from one company to another.
Sure.
What about the guy that's tried to build several companies and they just haven't had any success? Why Exfuze for them?
Well, number one, and a lot of people have tried to do multiple companies, and over the course of time, they've literally lost credibility. You know, they've got family and friends, and people.
No one wants them at the family.
Yeah, that's right. Oh no, here they come. I got to cross the street. You know, and you know, that's always been the joke in the industry for a long time. What that part-time person has the ability to do now is they have the ability to go out and literally meet thousands of people through a system like this in what would normally be called a cold market, share an incredible opportunity with them that people understand, because there's so many people out there that want to do just that, be able to build a business out of their home on a part-time basis, be able to generate income that will change their lifestyle. And I say, if not this, then what? What is it that's going to change that person's financial future? What is it that's going to help them get to that next point?
And that's a great point, because so many people out there are looking for extra income. That's why these companies are so successful. You know, to buy a great product, but then be able to sell that product to someone else and earn extra income can be a great opportunity for a lot of people. Easy business, easy to explain. When you look at the brand new person that, you know, that maybe is watching this video today and they're excited about getting started, they're determined, they say, I'm going to make money in this business. What do you say to them?
First of all, it is a tough business. Any business is a tough business. If we said this was easy, we'd be lying to you. It's
not a get-rich-quick.
It's not a get-rich-quick thing, you know, and people always ask that kind of question. But what this does, in my opinion, it takes the everyday person and it levels that playing field. It makes it so that they have a chance to succeed. And in so many of these companies, you know, you see huge body bags, so to speak, of people come into the industry and don't make it and they leave saying, oh, I guess I'm just not that kind of person. What this does is it makes it level and gives them a chance to succeed in a way that they just couldn't in the past.
So plugging into a system, having tools that take that average person and maybe turns them into an extraordinary marketer. Or
the skill set that people have to have. People go, I'm not a salesman. I can't do this. I'm not a salesman. I don't know anybody. I haven't got the time. All those things that normally happen.
Really informal. My phone's ringing.
That's okay. No,
sorry about that.
No, they will keep happening. But it takes all those objections that you would normally have in this business, and it takes them away, and it makes it so that, again, people can succeed doing this on a part-time basis.
So I'm not a network marketer. I feel like I'm a smart guy, but can I make money in this thing?
Well, I think you're one of the smartest guys. We've been friends for a long, long time, and I know that you're successful and you're smart in what you do. And the answer is, of course, you can make money. And not only can you make money, you can make a lot of money. But you got to have some way of knowing what to do. Step 1, step 2, step 3. What is it that I need to do? If I follow these steps, will that happen for me? And that's what I love for this, because most people, that's all they want to know. They're saying, hey, I'm willing to work hard. I'm willing to talk to people. I just don't know how to do it.
Just point the direction.
Just point the direction. And if you have the correct tools that you need to follow, it'll just take you down that path, and you will have success, even on a part-time basis.
So the biggest question of all, how much money can I make?
Yeah, well, and people ask me that all the time, and I say, well, how many hours can you put into the business? How much time and energy and effort? And what's their particular skill set? Are they good on the phone? Are they good in, a lot of people don't have any of these things, and they don't know what to do. I can just tell you that if you have a system that is a proven system, and if you follow that system, you will have success in this business. That much I do know. And the amount of income that is generated depends on how much time, energy, and effort you put into that system.
Great. Hey, well, Steve, I want to thank you for your time
in
doing this with us. And this is Josh Higginbotham from the top of the American Towers.